Hey, hey, hey. It's Filter Free Friday, y'all. Listen, I am so glad that you are here. I had the best thing happen yesterday. If you don't know, I usually attend the KC 360 meetings every Thursday that I can. And yesterday, I was kind of back to back, and I still went because several years ago, I went to visit Omaha 360. And if you've never been to the city, what you might not know is that Omaha used to have the same violence numbers as Kansas City. The violent rate was the same. And a man named Willie Barney worked together with several people throughout the city. And today, the annual homicide numbers in Omaha are single digits. You would call Omaha a safe city. Unlike my city at the moment, which is struggling from increased violence led by domestic violence. We are having a problem. I'm again proud to be an honorary chair for the new house shelter this year. And if you are inclined, I have 10 seats. So if you want to join me, let me know because you can be my guest at my table. But yesterday, because I was going to the KC 360, trying to figure out how to do the same thing that has been done in Omaha and Birmingham and Baltimore City and all these other, Chicago even, all these other cities that have managed to um, lower their crime rates. I walk in and I'm late as usual because I have actually a meeting before this meeting. And so by the time I get from my house to there, I'm usually there in the middle of their introductions. And I see my friend, Maribeth. Now, the reason I know Maribeth more than the other people that are in that room is that Maribeth went with me and like six other people up to Omaha to go and see the real place. You know, I'm an engineer, and I believe that if you're going to cut a man's hair, the person should be in the chair. One of the things that we were taught in engineering is if you are going to try to solve a problem, you need to go and be on the ground and see what's happening there. So Maribeth went up with me and Jocelyn and several other people to just see what they had accomplished there and hear more about how they run their meetings, hear about their relationship with the police, hear about their relationship with former gang members, community members. And I was so inspired. I came back to Kansas City fired up. So Maribeth and she had invited me even last year to gun safety, making change happen event that was held at Rockhurst University because I don't know if she leads or she's just part of this organization called Grandparents for Gun Safety. But I would see her every week at the KC 360 meeting. And then I noticed that I didn't see her one day. And it stuck out to me. And then somebody said, well, we need to pray for her. And I was like, what's going on? Mary Beth, they told me nothing was, wrong. To avoid the risk of sharing something that she does not want shared, what I will say is that she had a life-threatening illness. And, I'm not the kind of friend that you can depend on to like be there every day. That's not the kind of friend I am. But I am the kind of friend that you can count on to be there when things are bad. Like when you in the dumps, when you are grieving, when somebody told you about to die, when everybody else is turning their back on you, I'm that friend. I'm that friend. Now, don't ask me to come over there and cook for you every day or come over there and pick your kids up off the bus stop every day. I'm not great for that kind of thing. But if you got a last minute issue and you need me to watch your kids for the evening and you need me to come over there and sleep with them, I got you. A neighbor can ask me, hey, listen, we got PTA tonight. Our babysitter fell through. Can you sit with these kids for an hour? I got you. But I'm not the day-to-day friend. But when Maribeth told me what was happening with her, I'm checking in, right? But the prognosis is not good. It don't sound like. I don't know, but it don't sound like it's good. When I walk into this meeting yesterday and I see Maribeth, it had been a long week, y'all. It had been a long week. And those of you who know I had an accident back in May, my back has still been bothering me. Praise the Lord that this steroid shot in my back is working. I feel my normal self today. But when I saw her, I couldn't focus my attention on anything else. She whispers in my ear, they did my test and it is said 0% cancer, 0%. Just a walking miracle. Because she had gone from one day, just great, to we're texting and her words aren't even, I'm having to read between the lines to see what she's trying to say because her words aren't even coming out. What does that have to do with you? And what does that have to do with me? Honey, sometimes it can look like the worst situation is in front of us. It can seem like there ain't no way out of this thing. And it can seem like the world has abandoned you, everybody else has abandoned you. It can seem like people have moved on. This is especially true when folks are sitting in grief. But Maribeth is an example of sometimes when it looked like there ain't no way out, that stumbling block turned into a stepping stone. Not something you could fall over, but something that is going to be the thing to bolster you. She was sharing yesterday that this organization she's a part of, and you have to just forgive me because I don't remember the name. They feed people on Sunday, just a group of community volunteers. And they usually feed about 100 people or so. And she was saying that now they're feeding 200 and 300 people because folks are just out here with not enough, food, don't have what they need. And she said, and people are starting to be violent. But she said, being hungry does something to the brain. And I have reassured people that we are going to be here. We're going to be here to feed them. And she was making a call to action for those of us who feel like at this moment, there's nothing that we can do about this raging flood that's going on outside. That every Sunday, she and a group of well-meaning citizens get together and make sure that folks have something to eat. And I'm grateful for her. I'm grateful that she decided to be one of the volunteers to go with us up to Omaha because of her decision to do so. I can now call her friend. And my friend this week, who has beat her battle with cancer that was taking her brain, I have been inspired that, yeah, sometimes we don't know what tomorrow brings. And the thing that we sometimes do is worry about that because we are just so convinced that tomorrow is going to be bad. Sometimes what tomorrow brings is something good. Sometimes what tomorrow brings is something good. Listen, last thing, if Pastor Michael Brooks is senior pastor over at Oasis International Church, he will not be in service on Sunday. And he had asked me a month ago to be in his stead. And I am 10:15 is when worship service starts. I am the guest minister on Sunday. The title of my sermon that the Lord has given me is Don't Waste My Prayer. And I intend, Sugar, to step into all that God has called me to be. Usually when I get invited to be a guest minister, I turn into something that God has not made me to be. I try to be calm or quiet or more, show a little more humility. All not bad things, just not who God designed me to be. So you about to get keynote speaker Nicole with a little bit of humor, a lot of bit of humor. You about to get Wholly Educated in Mefford Nicole with lots of sound biblical advice. I talked to my favorite theologian here in Kansas City to make sure that I'm solid. But the primary purpose of Sunday is going to be to try to uplift your spirit. Too many of us have adverse church experiences where we have learned nothing but about hangman God. And God loves you. You are worthy. And in all your imperfection, you think God don't know what's wrong with you. He does. And so if you have time, I will see you at 10:15 on Sunday morning. I think I should be preaching definitely by 11 or so. We'll be out back in our cars by 11:30. And I hope to see you there. If you can't be there, Oasis International does stream their services on YouTube. I'm thinking it's just Oasis International Church in Raytown. So that's all I got for y'all. Give me some claps, some high fives, some beautiful emojis for my friend Maribeth, because she lifted my spirit yesterday. I probably held on so long yesterday that it was probably a little weird because I was just so glad to see her. But she was a beautiful walking testimony that nobody knows what tomorrow brings. Oasis Church International. Thank you, Pastor Brooks. Sending you lots of love and hugs and the death of your mother. I didn't expect you to be on today. I do you a solid, and you still have until Sunday morning at maybe 9 o'clock to tell me if you change your mind, sir, about who you decided to be your guest minister on Sunday. And then here, Bishop Howard. Hey, Bishop Howard, y'all know the good bishop. He was a little long there for the 25th pastor and wife anniversary. I am not gonna be long. Promise you, you're gonna be in your car. God, I'll never give me no long message because I get to talk to y'all every Friday. I'm just messing with you, Bishop. But yes, good people. I'm telling you, we don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring. And most of the time when I've heard somebody say that, they've said it in the negative. They've said it like, you don't know if you're gonna die tomorrow. Because both of my parents have died in car wrecks, and got up that morning thinking they were going to come home that afternoon, I certainly understand that you might wake up today and things go south later. That has never really been a motivator for me. But in this last week, what I realized is at any given moment, we might not have the freedom to be able to be who God has designed us to be. Either we are in debilitating pain, or either we, have some massive information that has shifted the way our calendar must look, or physically unable to be free. And that has shifted something in me. And we got to live according to who God uniquely designed us to be. Because if there's anybody who knows your good stuff and your bad stuff, it's God. And as the great, poetic, amazing Lauryn Hill said, everyday people lie to God. They lie to themselves and they lie to God too. And we can choose to stop doing that. We can choose to stop doing that. So listen, today's a little different because I am just so grateful and so happy for my friend Maribeth. So send one up for y'all. Magic fairy dust for Maribeth, that her healing and recovery will continue, and that she continue to do the work of creating safe communities and making sure people are using their guns safely. Grandparents for Gun Safety always hands out and provides free gun locks so that you can have store your gun safely at your home. And then also I'll find out what the name of this organization is where they feed people every Sunday, in case some of y'all want to help. All right, stand one up for y'all. It's Filter Free Friday. We got work to do.